our sound wasn't rooted in our culture. Our sound was rooted in American culture. Our sound was rooted in Jamaican culture.
Yeah.
Our sound was rooted in UK culture. But now, there's a resurgence of people loving their own music, their own culture. There's festivals like Ngemi Festival, which is a pure Kikuyu festival. And it has like 10,000 people plus. It's massive.
Wow.
Kosto Juang selling out. Luya Festival selling out. There's a whole thing. And it's not taking us back to our tribal cocoons. What's happening is that our music is now being made. Like the biggest song in the world is Mwaki.
Yes.
Imagine, that's a Kikuyu song. So like, it's taking us back to our culture. And I think when we start making music from our culture going out, we're going to see a change even in our audience. Because now we become more interesting. So that we have big cultural moments. The reason why Nigerian music is where it is, because they've had big cultural moments. This same Howard Theatre, Sibana Boy played here in 2017, 2019.
Yes.
He played there. It was a big cultural moment for Nigeria. Likewise, when we start to do it now and we make it frequent, we'll have big cultural moments.
Wow.
I remember when you guys came out with your Soulfest lineup for last year, right? And one of my very close friends, Charisma, was booked, and he was like, so Buddha, itabidi nipende gym sana kwa sababu ile contract imeandikiwa, right? There was a contract on what rehearsal they're supposed to be, how fit they're supposed to be, wafai kuumia sijui unaenda ku ride bike kucheza Honda na nini and everything. So my question comes to when from the moment you tie up and when you decide to come up with the lineup for festival, do you sit down and think in terms of, is this an artist who's gonna stick to what I demand for in a contract? Is this an artist who I know is gonna put more effort, not just for this concert, but it's somebody who will pick up everything that is written in this concert and put it into their music? As in, how do you look at it?
We just first curate the show. The format for Soulfest last year was we're going to do rumba music that comes from independence until now, and then we're going to do another set that's going to be urban tone music, because urban tone music really killed the scene for like last year. They're still killing it. So any artist who fits in that bracket is somebody who we wanted to work with, because Soulfest is not a festival that artists are coming to play and leave. It's a production. To mean that it's a production now, it means it has many moving parts. For all those moving parts to work, you have to show up for all rehearsals. If you don't show up for rehearsals, I'm hitting your wallet.
Huh?
Yeah.
There's a fine.
Damn.
Because you're going to affect the end product of what you're trying to achieve.
Yes, understood.
Yeah.
Understood.
If you don't come to work here, guys, you're going to be given a penalty by the company.
That's true.
Why don't those rules adhere in the music industry? Why are people going to... If right now I don't show up for work for I don't know how much, it's going to hit my pocket.
Correct.
And it should. So for artists, I think because we are used to such a secular way of working where we don't have those, that we don't want to look like we are. I don't look at Mini Mitiaji, but the investment that I put on that stage, guys, the production cost me like 60 something million shillings.
Wow.
Yeah. So don't waste my money.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because putting that together, the outfits alone, nguo peke yake 5 million.
And the sound was amazing.
Sound peke yake ni 7 million. When you look at what's at stake, and what somebody who is on the other side is paying for a ticket, they must see magic on that stage.
Man, I tell you when...
So I told Charisma, the contract is not a slavery contract. It's just must say, guys, show up for rehearsal. There's going to be 5 rehearsals.
Yes.
And the last 2 are going to be dress rehearsals, and you have to commit to those dates. If you have a show in the middle of that and you tell me in advance, not me, like you tell the production in advance, who are we to stop you? See, you go.
Yeah, we'll work around
we'll work around out.
What we don't want is this indiscipline and disrespect.
Okay.
Nobody has time for that.
Okay. So kuna another side of BN the businessman, because watu wanajua BN msanii, you know, very cool guy. kuna another side.
No, cool businessman.
BN ni kama hapana.
Nipenye tu mi show up tu.
Yeah. Okay.
It's hard work kuwa msanii ati watu wanapenda
Yeah.
Ni kushow up.
Okay.
Alafu pia I want any artist who comes on Soulfest. I want Soulfest to be the place where people grow. If you look at the artists who performed in Soulfest last year, now they're performing with bands.
Correct.
Yes.
I go to watch them in Nairobi now. I'm like, hey, jamaa siku hizi anacheza na band. Ananiambia, hey, mazee tangu Soulfest sijaacha kucheza na band tena.
Oh, quite
tangu
interesting.
Soulfest niko na sound engineer.
Yeah.
Like they pick something from the festival. They pick some of them. Since Soulfest, I was making a joke to my friend Kibunja, who was the MC. I was like, Kibunja mazee, unafanza kutrain gym. Kibunja sasa kutoka Soulfest paka sahi hajaacha kutrain.
Oh wow.
Actually nani wote, all of them are in the gym.
Charisma nilimwambia charisma wewe unataka kuwa msexy hapa na kuwa. Dem guy atakubobekea. Charisma siku hizi ana train na mwana squat 120.
Okay.
So yani mtu akihave experience ya Soulfest inamfaa kumeka a better artist.
So literally is becoming Luya hit.
Exactly. Like I want people to not look at it as wala seni watiaji. No, I want people to say that's the place where I grew the most.
And then the one thing that he actually says a lot of his music or how he is as an artist is thanks to you.
Man, I'm blessed.
On things you tell him on the side,
Yeah.
how you coach him how to do this with this,
Yeah.
and he holds you to a very
I
high
love that boy
regard
so
about
much.
that.
Yeah.
And there's one thing that I think I would also like to ask is that you mentioned Kodong Clan, right? And hands down, very talented young man. Very, very super talented young man. Now the thing is that kind of music is big in Kenya. Huku bado ja penetrate vizuri. Watu bado ja nini. So what are some of the things, some of the ways we can, because you honestly said it, like if the music that is coming out from Kenya, and this is one thing I told these guys, zile ngoma zinatoka Kenya this year mjui.
It's too much. Kenya is in a beautiful place now.
Yeah.
Previously, we always looked for our sound wasn't rooted in our culture. Our sound was rooted in American culture. Our sound was rooted in Jamaican culture.
Yeah.
Our sound was rooted in UK culture. But now there's a resurgence of people loving their own music, their own culture. There's festivals like Ngemi Festival, which is a pure Kikuyu festival. And it has like 10,000 people plus. It's massive.
Wow.
Kosto Juang selling out. Luya Festival selling out. There's a whole thing. And it's not taking us back to our tribal cocoons. What's happening is that our music is now being made. Like the biggest song in the world is Mwaki.
Yes.
Imagine, that's a Kikuyu song. So like, it's taking us back to our culture. And I think when we start making music from our culture going out,
yeah,
we are going to see a change even in our audience, because now we become more interesting.